Welcome to the Nonsense Chronicles. This is Doug Sashery, and as always, to my left,
Rob Mendiola.
That's right. Hey, Rob.
What's up? I am a lefty, so that makes total sense.
Really? Are you?
Yeah, I am.
What is that?
I'm actually ambidextrous because if you've noticed, I play my guitar right-handed.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is weird.
Okay. But I mean, is it 4% of the 4% of the people left-handed? Is it that few?
I don't recall the stats, man. It's not that weird, but you know.
Freak. No,
I mean, Jimi Hendrix was left-handed, so
well,
I can't be that strange.
He did okay for himself.
Yeah, until he was 27.
27, yeah, that age is what. And speaking of that age range,
I think we got a couple of that age range.
Yeah, let's talk to Jordan and Connor from
Lucid
Illusions. Yay!
Yay!
Woo! We need to get Rob to.
Yeah, I think I have some sounds on there.
Yeah, some sound effects. He can add them. I love drops.
They're on there. I just I'm not pushing the buttons, man.
I know.
Being lazy.
How y'all doing, guys?
Man, we're good. We're good. Staying busy.
Yeah, y'all have been busy as hell, man.
Jordan, you have a job, right? A full time.
Yeah, I actually
9 to
just
5.
got off.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Me too.
So what are you saying? Connor doesn't do anything?
I don't know if Connor does. I haven't heard.
No,
Absolutely. No, nothing at all.
We work in the same office, actually.
Oh,
yeah,
then,
it is
that's
true.
awesome.
That is true. They do. And
yeah, it makes for band shit to go a lot quicker.
I bet, man.
No wonder. Yeah, because see, that was the deal today. I didn't want to trouble anybody else to get together, but I forgot that y'all were together. Yeah,
Cool.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Always.
It's whenever we need like approval for something, the only person that we got to reach out to is Donovan, because him and I are right there in the same office, and Donovan actually works literally like a minute away from us.
Oh wow,
man.
So
yeah,
go figure. That was not up until very recently that all this happened. We used to all be on opposite sides of Houston, but
man, you could.
It says we're meant to be a band.
Yeah, you could like send the drone over to check on him.
See,
exactly.
It's like
how are y'all doing?
You're lying.
How are y'all?
I could see what you're doing.
yeah, no, everything is good on this end. I was talking to Carmen and
Shane,
yeah, a little bit ago.
Shane Rock.
That I didn't make it out.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, because I didn't make it out.
Yeah, I didn't either. I felt really bad about it.
Well, at least I had a good excuse.
I was beat up, man. My body was hurting.
I had to go to a memorial in Dallas,
Yeah.
and then I round tripped it in. But but no, this is the story of the weekend.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, my wife loves the band, and I love them too.
Lucid Illusion.
But who doesn't love Lucid Illusion? But by the way, you can find Lucid Illusion on every platform,
That's right.
on social media, and anywhere you listen to your music. And they have a lot of stuff on YouTube as well. But
And OnlyFans.
And OnlyFans.
oh well, there's that. But speaking of the fans got royally shafted this weekend. The ones that went to White Oak.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And guess who had tickets to go to that show? because my wife loves Motionless in White, and she turned me on to them. I love them too. In fact, the masterpiece they redid with the orchestra, I think it's freaking awesome. But they and in this moment, which is the last time I saw that. No, it wasn't the last time, but the first time I saw In This Moment was over there with John and them. And it's actually been, I think it's been 6 or 7 years.
Wow.
I think it was 7 years. Yeah, somebody was bringing that up yesterday. But what happened was, look, we all know that the weather can play a factor, and that does happen.
Yeah.
Now, In This Moment, if you ever seen them play before, they have all kind of curtains and sheets and so their stuff is not going to fly. But White Oak, to me, White Oak knew that they had already canceled this show late last year. So here they are. It's the last day of the tour for Motionless on this leg for them, and In This Moment for that grouping, I guess, as well. But and they have 2 starter acts coming in before them. But Kim Vampire, and I cannot remember what the other one was. But anyhow, so what they end up doing is the doors are going to open at 4. That becomes 4:30. Okay. That becomes 5:30. That becomes 6. And they have people driving, like we were an hour out, so, man, and listen, my wife had never bought, she was very sweet. Usually I get the tickets, but she got them this time. And, of course, she did the cardinal sin. When she didn't buy the ticket, she did not get parking to go along with it.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
because if anybody has ever done that, you know what happens. And
White Oak sucks too for parking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you get in a lot and basically put Pam on your vehicle, so when you crunch up next to somebody else, But but we didn't have that. But we went down there, dude, and it was it. We got down there because I wasn't going to leave anyhow because I was going to skip and catch In This Moment and Motionless in White. But it was 6:30, 6:45, and it was chaos.
Yes,
still outside. I'm assuming the show went off. They were supposed to get even more rain because it was trailing through town last night. I said, screw it. No, actually, I wasn't going to say it. I felt it, but my wife, since she had spent the money, she said, forget this. So I don't know what ended up happening, but Motionless in White played, I think, but In This Moment did not play.
No.
And then
no refunds.
Wow. And no refunds. Yeah. Because there are a lot of people that went just for In This Moment, which I love. Yeah. I love both bands. But that was a big bad call. Hopefully Motionless in White and In This Moment get to 713 next time they're in town, because that's a much better venue.
Yeah, I imagine that's going to hurt them.
That's unfortunate to hear, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible, man.
I mean, you already got venues closing down here in Houston, so
yeah, I mean,
you can't be pulling that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that was just, boy, it was. Look, I told Laura, in fact, I said we're driving down there. I said, look, you look at the social and see if anything changes, because people were just on there losing their damn minds,
Yeah.
And I understand if you rain, but man, they were just totally. Like, look, just at a certain point, just call it. Just call it. That's just the way it is sometimes, And everybody hates when you cancel shows, but if you do it half-ass, it's even worse. But
yes, you need like a live weather update venue app, but it's for concerts instead of the weather.
Well, the weather's been bad all week.
Real time concerts.
Yeah. It's been tracking through pretty rough weather the whole week, but that was kind of cruddy.
Yeah, I was going to ask if it was because of the weather at all, because we were actually supposed to go to a show last week and it got canceled due to weather. But I wasn't sure if maybe it was on the outdoor stage and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it was outdoor.
I think they still did play outdoors.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Motionless could play, but like I said, in this moment with the curtains and everything else that she puts up there, it's way too much. And a lot of their set is presentation. I mean, it's good music. I love their music, but whatever her name is, Maria.
They have theatrics.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
Grink or whatever it is. They do. It's big. It's the first time I saw them, I was wild.
It's Brink.
Brink. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, it was. I thought it was. Yeah, it's a big deal to the show. But yeah, that whole show was. I mean, when we got up there, dude, we pulled up. They had cars already lined up over that bridge. I was like, oh, this is going to. And then when we saw the people, I was like, oh, this is chaos. And Laura said,
Yeah.
nope.
Nope.
So I took her somewhere nice to eat and just made her forget about it. So, yeah.
Cool.
That's about the best you can do, just make the most of it.
I agree with him.
Yeah, it was rough. But
So what did we miss at the
somebody,
big party Saturday?
Yeah, at the Wildcatter, man.
Oh man, well, it's always a good time at Wildcatter.
Yeah.
We love that place. They're always so good to us.
Yeah.
Carmen has been supporting us so much since she first found us,
Yeah.
And man, it's just a good time, just like always.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying Justin is hateful and mean to y'all, but Carmen's nice? No, I'm just kidding.
No. Justin's great too. Don't get me wrong. No, trust me, Justin is great.
No, they are fantastic.
I've gotten to know him better over the last year or two now. Justin's great.
Yeah, he's always laser focused
it's no
when he's there.
That Carmen is one of our biggest fans.
Yeah.
So Carmen, shout out to her. She rocks.
Yeah, when they get busy, man, they get busy.
Yeah, Justin's always kind of like just taking care of everything.
Yeah.
Super focused,
Yeah.
He
is. He's a businessman.
Yeah.
First.
Always. You have to be.
Tell,
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on everything.
Of course.
Look, they bit down on the leather strap and survived the pandemic shutdown, so they did a good job.
Yeah, they survived floods, pandemics, everything. So
I have a lot of respect for them and the work that they put into that bar. It really shows.
Yeah,
especially going there all the time. You can just tell that not only do they care about the place, but they have put their soul into it. And I hope that they make really great money off of it because they deserve it. At the end of the day, all of them do.
Yeah, but they did ruin the one thing they could have really, done so well at yesterday.
What's that?
Oh, what was that?
Sinkhole de Mayo. They fixed the road going into the place.
Amen.
That's hilarious.
Rob and Spring were coming in behind me one time, and I had just parked, and I could tell that was him because his vehicle is very unique, and I could see the heads going up and down.
Hey, we were off-roading, man.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, so.
Imagine trying to take a big van through all those potholes, holding all the equipment.
Yeah, that would suck.
And so you've got equipment going everywhere, and the whole van is clunking around. But I will say we've gotten really good at navigating through those potholes.
I've
actually. I'd say the only thing that would make it worse would be if we didn't have suspension on the vehicle too. That would kill it completely.
Oh, that would be terrible.
See, they could have. Somebody could have came out with a map how to proceed from the exit ramp to the venue, just where which ones to avoid, that one will break your axle.
I'd actually taken a video of going through there, the potholes and everything.
Really?
With my front camera?
No,
yeah.
You need instructions that are way too complicated, right? You need, okay, now make a 12-degree turn to the left for 5 seconds at 4 miles an hour, and then
that's kind of it, actually.
Yeah, that is.
That's kind of it.
But it's all fixed now, man. Which is
I haven't been there on the new road yet.
I haven't either.
I hope it holds up. Is it just like
It's a lot
blacktop?
better.
It's so great you can eat off of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think we already saw a couple potholes. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
If it's just
There
an
are.
asphalt,
But
then it's
so
going to
much
just pop
better.
back out.
Well, yeah, with a lot of rain and those big trucks.
Well, they got big trucks going through there, man.
Yeah.
And then summer comes along, it's going to just warp it out. Those trucks are too heavy.
Yeah.
Well, I was
the nature
coming
of the beast.
when I was coming back Saturday night, which I couldn't make it. I got back, I think at about 8:30, 8:45, and I didn't come down 1791 north of Huntsville, cut over towards Montgomery and that area, because on the way out, the damn road was washed out at one spot completely.
Wow.
And then about 4 spots, either one side or the other was gone because the water had just went over the road, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how much rain we had, But
Damn.
So how long you guys been playing? I don't think I've ever asked y'all. How did y'all get started?
Playing in Lucid or just in general?
Just as a musician, guitar, singing.
Connor, do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I don't mind.
Go first.
I started really getting into music when I was 13.
Okay.
So I was kind of one of the later ones, I think, out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I started with an acoustic guitar, and Really,
Cool.
I was a guitarist for most of the time up until I met Jordan and Donovan.
Oh wow!
And ever since then, I took the easy road and decided to play bass.
I was gonna say I broke.
It's not easy.
I thought he was
No.
gonna say I broke 2 strings, and then I decided, well, I'll just play
Those
4.
basses are so freaking heavy.
Yeah, but you know what? To
They
be
really are.
to be
Yeah.
honest, in that band, I think everybody. But no, I've never seen Connor on drums. Have I? I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
No, you haven't.
No.
Yeah,
Just
that's
Jordan.
Not yet.
That's the only combination they haven't done yet.
But it's weird because I would have never guessed you played guitar first because you're so much of a like traditional bass player, like your style and everything.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I would.
I think.
Yeah, it's totally you're totally selling it, dude.
Oh, he does sell it. He sells it
Yeah.
really well. They all do. In fact, God dang it, Donovan. He. You know what? You've seen the video of the mad drummer. You know he's in the wrong gig. Yeah, he's got that going on. I did not notice that ever before, but I've noticed it like in the last show or two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait a minute. Is he like propping that stick and just holding? He's like doing robot. I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing back there, buddy. You've been hiding, but I see you now.
Yeah, he's like his own show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's got some. What if
He really is like his own show.
yeah, and he has like
He's
the
putting on a
lights and
show
the
back there.
drums. He's got his
Yeah.
own lights and everything. I
Yeah, that's the first thing actually that I noticed about that band when
Yeah.
they had the lights and the drums.
was
you
like,
know?
dang, that's cool.
Yeah.
You got to be bright in the back.
Yeah,
Gotta be right in the back.
He's like,
Yeah,
I'm not. Y'all not gonna put me in the
lights
dark.
actually finally went out on us.
Oh,
It finally
no.
went out. So we've been playing the last few gigs without it.
Oh no.
Your dad is failing at his job. He's failing.
No, he's doing excellent actually. It's not his job. He hasn't had to do anything in
Yeah.
years, but several years ago he actually gifted us a brand new set of lights,
Oh wow.
and we lost them. So now we have to find them to
Uh-oh.
fix the lights.
I'm face palming right now. If you could just see it, yeah. Hearing kids like
Yep.
say they lost stuff, I'm just like, oh.
So Connor,
Well, I mean, you got to think about it though. It's been years, and
Yeah.
with the amount of like moving parts
Yeah.
that we have in this band, it's crazy.
yeah,
Like, we've gotten to a point where we've compiled all of our own gear and bought so much gear with band money and our own money that it's like if we were to ever, which we're not going to, but if we were to ever break up as a group, all of the equipment, it's gonna be like, all right, well, who wants this? Who
Yeah.
wants this? You know, it's like there's no way to know where anything goes anymore.
I'm
Yeah.
Well, I
taking
think
this,
that's
man.
mine, but you can have it.
I get Jordan's house.
Yay.
You know,
there you
please
go.
don't take my house.
Who gets the kid?
Oh yeah, there's some.
No, that's me too.
There's
There's some
Donovan.
kid news, right?
Donovan gets the kid.
Donovan gets the
Actually,
kid.
that'd be funny. Let's give Donovan the kid.
There you go.
I like that.
The kid.
Perfect. And I already knew that Jordan comes from a musical family. You know, his grandmother.
So Connor, do you come from a musical family?
My mom played clarinet.
Oh, that's.
My dad was a trumpet player.
Oh wow. So yeah,
Damn,
totally.
Kind of.
That's something.
that is pretty cool. Yeah, I never knew
Yeah.
that, man.
I didn't either, actually.
Smart ass.
I love horns in some music. You know, just it works, man.
I do. I
I
love
love
I
horns.
love Chicago. You
Yeah.
know, so yeah.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll jump into like a club just to see somebody, and there's a band of older people usually playing, and they have everything involved in it. You know.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a rumor going on that we might see a collaboration soon between another band with 3 members and the other band right in front of us with 3 members. I don't know if it's going to be a recording or just doing something, a song. Probably just be a song on stage. That's my guess.
You spreading rumors, Doug?
I'm spreading
I'll,
rumors.
I'll put it to you this way. We've had a lot of talks about it over the years. We have, in certain situations, shared the stage together before. And at the end of the day, those are our brothers, and we will only see in due time. That's all I can tell you.
There's
Fair
only
enough.
But
there's only
something's bound to happen at some point.
there's
Yeah.
only 6 of them. So I mean, you got to figure there's room. You know.
Oh yeah.
So
We can make something work, I'm sure.
that's right.
I'm
Oh,
sure we
easily with 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do y'all get to take a break any right now? I mean, y'all been doing what, like y'all had like 50 shows in the last 12 days or something.
Yeah,
break?
we can't afford a break.
No,
Wow.
you can.
Okay.
I think we're booked pretty much every weekend right now for the
Wow.
next several months. And ideally, we want to do it full time and do it weekdays too, you know, but it just doesn't pay the bills yet. But we hustle and we're busy.
Yeah, y'all in 307 Departure are the perfect example of people working at that craft, taking it very seriously. There's something about the 3-piece band that I just love. I always have.
Yeah.
And I probably always will, you know. And I've been impressed with Lucid.
I think it's because less is more.
Yeah, I agree.
It is, yeah.
I agree. And I mean, I've been impressed with y'all since the first time I saw you at the dearly departed Acadia.
Well, we appreciate that. And yes, we do miss Acadia. It's pretty sad that they had to shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't believe it. It's crazy.
I know. But
my second
cool
show
gig,
was
though.
there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your second show was there? What were you, in what capacity?
Second show with Lucid.
Oh, second show with Lucid.
Yeah. You said what capacity?
one
I
we
said
did
the one I
test
failed
run.
on, but
Oh well, there's that. But what about? I didn't know who did Lucid start with originally. Did you have? What was it, Jordan?
Yeah, so we had another bass player at first. His name was Mason, and Mason Jones, and it just didn't end up working out.
It happens.
To make a long story short, actually at Acadia was the day that I realized that he might not be the best one for the band.
Yeah.
And I talked to Donovan about it, and we confronted Mason, and we basically said, all right, look, if you really want to do this, you need to let us know, and you got to be all in because we're serious about this, and we need you to be serious too. And we gave him a whole week to think. And then whenever we came back to the table, he said, all right, Mason, what do you want to do? He said, I think I want to stay in the band.
Yeah.
And that was the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that
said,
is.
I think.
Yeah, you know, I've seen the biggest of bands that something two people will hang on, and they only have one foot in the door, and they have that happens in so many fields as well. But I've seen that in musicians, and sometimes it's hard to let go, but it's the best thing sometimes, So
it sucked. I cried like a baby.
It's a marriage, man.
Like honestly, I did. Yeah, it really is.
Totally.
He's one of my best friends. He's a brother.
Yeah.
But you know what? All things happen for a reason, and we gained another brother from
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Did y'all? I mean, have y'all? I know it doesn't equate to y'all as much, but have y'all seen the new Bon Jovi documentary on Hulu?
I actually saw part of it. I don't remember all of it. I was watching it trying to pass out, and I was like, rock and roll. That will soothe my soul to sleep.
Yeah.
It is.
I have seen part of it.
It's excellent, and they're talking about they had different parts when Alex Such had left, and then they talked, which was more of an easier fit. But when Richie left, and John Bon Jovi, just said that he says I still. It's still like he's in it. He goes, I still can't believe he's gone. I expect him to walk through the door every time, So, yeah, it's hard letting go. And, sometimes people they can't commit like everybody. To be in a band, you got to be committed, man.
Connor's committed.
You
man.
have to be.
He should
be. Oh,
be.
yeah, no, he's shown that.
He's totally committed.
He has definitely shown that. I mean, just in his interview alone, or I guess his audition for that matter, he showed that he wanted it,
Yeah.
And actually, Connor, you can speak better to that than I can. But I could just tell.
So
Connor, you want to speak
had you
on that?
seen? Did you see
What
them
was the process
perform,
like?
or how did you find out about the audition?
They actually asked me. So I was, I recently created a profile on that.
Hey, buddy, can you speak up?
Can you hear me okay?
It's so.
Yeah, he's talking.
Hang on.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing Rob's job. Good job.
All right.
Good job, Jordan.
So I actually created a profile on an app called Band Friends. I was doing recording and mixing for people, or trying to rather, just trying to reach out, network, meet some more people, make some friends in the music scene. And Jordan texted me. I was driving back from Denton, Texas, and Jordan messaged me out of the blue on that app, and he's like, "Hey, I saw your profile. Do you guys want to play bass in a band instead?" Or like bass in a band. And I was like, I've got one. I've never done that, but I'll give it a shot. Like, I want to, you guys seem cool. So he called me on the way back, and we chat for a little bit, and they gave me a week to start practicing some of the original music, and came into it. They did a formal interview, and like it was interesting. I wasn't expecting to be like interrogated, but I mean it was questions about like political like expectations and like how you handle politics and like how you promote that kind of stuff or how you handle it. Musical interest, personal interest, stuff like that.
Legit.
I walked in, of course, with like cuff jeans. I was wearing like a tank and cuff jeans, and these guys were like, "This guy's kind of weird," but it ended up working out pretty well in the end.
Yeah, y'all do a good job, man. Now, wait, you said you were coming back from Denton. Was that UNT?
Yeah, UNT.
Nice.
I have some friends up there.
Nice. Okay. It's a nice little campus.
Yeah, good music scene too, but it's always a fun time up there.
It is. It definitely is. I spent my youngest was up there, so I love going up there. I love putting her up in Dallas, so I can go see all my friends and then go see music out there, and then have a place to stay every once in a while.
And Jordan comes from a musical family.
I've been there
as well.
once or twice.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yes, I do.
Very musical. Got the famous Scooby in your camp. Your dad.
Scooby is like a local New Orleans legend,
which is where your family's from, right?
She is legendary.
Yeah,
she is legendary.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah,
she played forever at Pat O'Brien's, didn't she?
Forever, yeah. I mean, I know that when she was younger, around my age, maybe a little younger, from what I understand, she toured around the country.
Wow.
Playing piano. She's been playing piano since she was like 3, all by ear. She doesn't know how to read music or anything, doesn't know any theory, none of it.
She don't need it.
And then she landed a job at Pat O'Brien's in New Orleans and did that up until Hurricane Katrina.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, she's the epitome of a local legend. I remember going back to New Orleans several years ago. At this point, it's probably been like 5 years at least. But we went back with her. And we were just hanging out, we were at some like outdoor bar. I don't remember the name of it, but it's right by the French Market. And we were listening to a jazz band, and the guitar player on their break came over and talked to her. And she was saying like, "Oh yeah, like I used to play around here and whatnot. I'm from here." And he was like, "Oh, okay, cool. And so do you know Scooby?" And she goes, "I am Scooby."
I am Scooby. Fool.
She's like, "What?" And I literally witnessed that happening. And so because that's my grandma.
Yeah.
Just watching that was one of the coolest experiences I could have ever had. It was
awesome, man.
It was kind of mind blowing.
That is awesome.
That was a pretty good deal, yeah. And your dad also, he plays.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad's a drummer. So I thought I was going to end up being a drummer because of that. And I tried to be a drummer.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out.
I mean,
I ended up picking up the guitar.
You do get on it.
Yeah,
on
you're a drummer
sometimes.
now and then.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will say it took me a while to get comfortable behind the kit after taking so many years away from it. But I feel like I can hold my own enough. Because, it's not meant to be perfect. It's meant for show. It's meant to be fun. Right. And I feel like I can execute that. I can't do much else. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing lately that also another trend that's began with them, and then also with 307 is they've been miking up their drummer. But I think Lucid's mic'd up their drummer.
Yeah, what do you mean vocally?
Vocally.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh no, Donovan doesn't get a mic.
No.
I thought Donovan
unless he's singing, screaming.
I thought,
okay.
I thought Donovan did have a mic.
Only whenever he's playing the guitar.
You're seeing things, man.
Not behind the drums.
Hey, I'm seeing things other people on my head.
He would say too many things.
Yes. Yes. Some people don't need mics.
Yeah, no, Russ got it. Russ got his. But I thought Russ got his from Donovan. I thought that's what I was told.
No, that's one of their things.
I don't know.
You're misinformed.
We can let it be lore, and we can always wonder what it is.
Those damn drummers, you can't trust them. They'll tell you anything, man.
Nope.
What do y'all have?
Dobbins.
What do y'all have coming up this summer? Anything? Any new music coming up?
New music. Working on it. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you got
Connor.
you have a baby coming
Sorry, go ahead.
coming along, right? How's that coming?
Yeah,
How's all
I
that
do.
going? Going to all the checkups and all
Man,
that stuff.
Yeah, it's eating my pocketbook alive.
Yeah,
but we're
it
making
will.
And the baby's not even here yet.
Yeah.
You know?
October
I feel
9th.
like I'm bleeding cash.
October 9th, correct?
October 7th.
Oh,
7th.
it's moved up 2 days since. See, I get it all.
We need to have a diaper party, man.
I know everyone keeps saying that. I don't know what the plan is. We got to figure that out. And ideally,
Jordan, do you know how those work?
Do what?
Yeah.
Do you know how those work?
The diapers.
Diaper party?
Yeah, like you show up in the diaper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that works.
I mean, it's not a far stretch. It's fine.
I will. That'd be kind of funny.
Hey,
I've done worse.
Yeah, if somebody would have given me free diapers, trust me, I
Dude,
would have.
yeah.
I would have definitely done it.
Take them.
Yeah, and I remember the kid's mom was. Yeah, we're gonna go with cloth diapers. Yeah, I think that works usually for about a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, then that's going real quick.
It's a romantic idea, but it doesn't really pan out.
It's real sweet to think
Not
about.
practical.
No, not at all.
Yeah, diapers. I mean,
No.
diapers and wipes and all that's very expensive.
Yeah, because it adds up. But then people are never gonna run out of
You're
money.
literally throwing away money.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Let's hope you do.
We've already got a couple boxes, and I've seen the prices. Paid the
Yeah.
prices. It's not cheap. I can see how that adds up. And people are telling me that you'll go through like one box a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
And you have to keep feeding the kid, no matter how much they go. You still
Yeah.
have to feed.
You have to feed them too?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's
Man, no one told me that. Okay, I got to rethink this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is it too late to move to Mexico?
well.
They don't feed their kids in Mexico.
Whoa, hey.
They just put them. They just put them to work in the factories.
Hey, whoa, hey.
Damn.
Hey.
Go make something.
Hey. Whoa. No, jumping off that point. No, we just so y'all are just playing shows basically all summer. Y'all gonna get out a little bit?
That's what they do,
Basically.
man.
Yeah, we're traveling around. So this weekend we're going to Bryan, Texas on Friday, and then we'll be in San Antonio for a convention on Saturday and Sunday. We're really excited about that. Actually, that's going to be super cool.
What kind of
Connor,
convention?
what is it called?
What'd you say, Jordan?
What is it called?
Con.
Nostalgia Con?
Yeah.
Nostalgic.
Nostalgia.
What is that? Tell me all about that deal.
I think
It's,
Connor knows more about it.
It's a bunch of voice actors from a lot of like cartoons and TV shows and
Oh,
stuff
wow.
like that. Like we grew up with, like 90s and early 2000s, like Nickelodeon, Disney, stuff like that. I think it's mostly Nickelodeon.
Oh, wow.
Actually,
I
I think
like,
it's a lot of anime too, right?
Okay.
Like
No, I don't think
Yu-Gi-Oh!
so.
and Pokemon and Naruto.
Those are
kind of stuff.
cartoons. Those are
Oh.
cartoons.
It's animated.
Well, yeah,
I mean, so are we.
yeah. I went to a PAC. Yeah, I went to PAC South or PAC West, whatever it was, in San Antonio in 20. Right before that was pretty huge. It was nice, and it's some podcast conventions I'd love to go to, and probably starting next year, going to go and check out a couple of them. A lot of them are early. Most of them are early in the year, you know, and yeah, I would like to do that.
Well, hey, if you're free this weekend, I believe that there's going to be several podcasts at the convention. In fact, I know that the people from Ned's Declassified, which I don't know if y'all are familiar with it, but it was a show when we were growing up. They all got together and made a podcast. It's called, I don't remember, a Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide or something like that. But they're going to be going live there, and I believe several other podcasts as well. So it might be
School
something.
Survival Guide.
Well, if they moved that to Daytona this weekend, then maybe I could squeeze that in. Yeah,
So you'll be in Florida.
yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be heading the opposite way. Hey, whatever
See,
happened?
that means we got to go to Florida.
Yeah, are you gonna see your buddy this weekend, the kiddo named Kadu?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't think it's in the cards unless he wants to come out and see us, just because we're gonna be busy. So when we leave Bryan, Texas, God knows what time that's gonna be. We're going straight to San Antonio. We're gonna sleep for a few hours, wake up, and go play a gig. Network, go to sleep, play a gig, network, leave.
Well, wait,
the
where
plan.
are y'all playing in San Antonio?
At the
We're
Nostalgic
playing at
Con.
the convention center.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Nostalgicon.
I didn't know you were actually
Yeah,
playing
it's
there.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah, 140,000 square feet.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been to the convention
Yeah.
center there. It's nice.
Light it up.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's gonna be a big place.
Nice.
Get us some video, man. That's another thing too. We talked about it a little bit. Do y'all have somebody? Well, I guess
Or
your dad.
Yeah.
Is your dad gonna go?
No, I don't believe he's gonna go. But as far as video content goes, we do have some stuff coming in the near future. Not necessarily a music video, but like some live footage. We actually had someone come out and film some live footage recently, and hopefully we will have that on a hard drive pretty soon, all edited, ready to go, and we'll start sharing some of it.
Have y'all done any
No,
music
probably
videos?
no footage this weekend.
Yeah.
We've done a couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen any.
What's wrong with you,
People
man?
don't show me these things.
We've got 2 that we are in,
Okay.
and then we've got 1 that is actually an animation.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and he also did 365 days of.
Yeah, I saw those. Yeah. I did see those.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of those. Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was something.
That was cool.
That
That
was
was a
cool.
lot of work.
Yeah,
What was
it's
that?
a lot of
It was
work.
2020, wasn't it?
That's dedication.
2021, because we were coming out of 2020, and it was like, okay, what can we do since everyone is still closed and no one wants to go out in public? What can we do to make music and get it out to the masses, and hopefully enhance our social media following too? You know?
Yeah, and you know what? I've seen other people copy that, but I want to say that's the first one I ever saw somebody do that. Yeah, 365 days.
Actually, fun fact: I did find someone who did it before we did, but I had no clue that they did it. And ironically enough, I went to high school with them.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow!
Which
Really?
I think is even crazier. But he was like grades above me. He was like a senior when I was a freshman. But he actually did do it, except he only did like the clip of like, I guess like a verse chorus kind of thing.
Yeah.
He didn't do a full song.
Wow. Okay.
He would only learn like part of the song.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that he was doing that until like a year later.
I thought you were
And
going to say.
I don't remember how I found it.
I thought you were going to say
So I reached out to him.
he only hummed the
Sorry, go
song.
ahead. No, he only hummed the song. Yeah, but no, I think, because that was the goal. You know, we wanted to be the first to do something. And I think that we are the first to do 365 days of songs all the way through.
That's cool.
I think so too.
Yeah, you could tell. You could tell they were a couple beat down days. He was just really tired.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Let me pick
Oh,
up the
yeah.
guitar.
That was a big
There was
learning
some-
curve for me. Like I was learning to sing during that time, so
Yeah.
like there were days where like I spent like Jordan could knock these out pretty quick half the time, like most of the time, but like I would spend like 2-4 hours on a song, like just redoing it over and over again until I got it right. Like it was a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah,
of
but
work.
you can, if you go watch the videos of Connor from when he
Please
did
don't.
his first one to when he did his last one, you can hear so much improvement in
Yeah.
him. And it's so beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like,
you're definitely going to get better if you just keep doing it.
No, y'all are fantastic up there, man.
Exactly.
Y'all each bring something unique, and y'all are very versatile too. So that's kind of it's a good trait
Thank
to
you.
have. Yeah. And like I said,
Thank you.
you'll never be disappointed at a Lucid Illusions show. They are all over the stage. They have a lot of fun.
I've seen quite a few of them.
Yeah. And you'll get one badass.
we like to have fun.
You'll get one badass cover of Johnny Be Good, and if you're like the headliner Scotty and you show up late, you don't know that band just played a song, part of a song that you're going to play that part of the song as well. Brick in the
I
wall.
love how you said part of the song too, because it's really not the whole thing if you think about it.
No, it's not, because that
You
song
know?
is long as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also you've got what is it called, Days of Our Lives, but that comes before it, and we don't cover that part. You know.
Yeah, and y'all, well, like Scotty Austin, by the way, y'all intertwine your music, one of your songs, into the front or the back of it. I can't remember. I think it's actually, don't you sandwich it in between?
Yeah, it kind of depends on the gig. We've gotten to a point where we have a lot more music now to pick from, so we kind of chopped off that first song unless we're playing a longer set. But we almost always will play a song after it that we kind of sandwich them together.
Yeah, because I think Scotty does Souls in My Shoes, and then he puts it in the middle of the song, then finishes up with the song after. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Jordan
Yeah,
didn't,
we go from like one to another to another.
yeah, Jordan didn't know they did that until he was standing up there, and he goes, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it's kind of unique
No,
that,
it's cool to see though.
that they
Yeah,
both do that
absolutely.
song, you know, so.
I'm sure it wasn't the same anyway.
No, it's
Yeah.
and it's
No,
both.
it was a totally different vibe.
There you go.
Totally
Yeah.
different vibe.
Both of them are very
But
entertaining.
it was
Sure.
cool to see, because like, I mean, I know that I grew up with that song, and
Yeah.
it's a fun song, and you can get people involved. And it was really awesome to see someone that at this point I idolize, because if I'm being completely honest, I did not know who Scotty Austin was, 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
But ever since I started getting further intertwined in the music scene, so to speak, and I started making connections with Nashville, and even with you, Doug, and like you and the people in Nashville were all pointing us towards Scotty Austin, which I thought was so bizarre. It was just like, everyone knows this guy. Who the hell is this guy, Scotty Austin? And I started, following him and keeping up with him, and I've really come to idolize him personally. And to get to see him play and perform and do a kick-ass job, but then also to do the same song in a very similar way that we do it, where he gets the crowd involved, that was just like, okay, there's a reason why we have been pushed towards each other. And I don't even think he sees it. He probably just thinks I'm some fucking kid, Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
I've talked y'all up big, man. Like I said, and go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
No, I'm letting you finish your statement first.
Okay. Now I lost my train of thought, honestly, but I guess just to see that. I know. I'm sorry. Just to see that.
Well, with people trying to push you towards him, so y'all have like
Yes.
similarities.
Yeah, you're right. That's where I was at. Yeah. So, it was like there was a reason why there were all these signs coming from every direction that was just pointing us towards Scotty Austin. And I still don't know exactly what it is, but I have a feeling that that's part of the key. Like maybe our brains are more in line than we think. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was great to meet him. He seemed like a kick-ass dude.
Yeah, he's very cool.
I look forward to seeing him again. And I think we're actually playing with them in Colorado in June.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, the thing about it is with Jordan pointed out about Scotty when he saw him, and that is the first thing that people say is that, man, this guy's an entertainer. He's a front man.
He is.
That's
a real
his
front man.
Is.
Yeah. And if you listen to his early stuff, like he's one hell of a singer, but his early stuff, he's gotten better and better. In fact, I don't think he played 1,000 songs that night. No, he didn't. And I wanted Jordan to see that, but Jordan had to leave anyhow. Jordan was sick and coughing on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I had to leave. No bueno.
But no, the thing about Scotty is he was a guitarist, man, that got put in front of the mic. So yeah, he is. He's got some game on his guitar, man.
I believe that.
But anyhow, wrapping up with Lucid Illusions. Anything else going on this summer? Now you got Austin, you got San Antonio.
Yeah, we kind of touched on it a second ago. Yeah, Connor, go ahead. You talk about it.
We got a couple of trips going. We've got a one-off going into New Hampshire, and then we've got a tour coming up with 307. I think we're starting off in South Padre, right, Jordan?
Yes, we will be in South Padre. That's right.
And then we are cruising up and playing shows all the way up through to Wyoming and possibly a little further north, I think.
That's nice, man. Yeah,
I think there's still a couple that are unconfirmed.
Very cool.
That's good. I want to see some of that. I'm going to go see Scott this year at Sunshine Studios in Colorado Springs. I have to bring my can.
Bartlett?
I have to bring my can. Scott Wilson.
Oh, Scott Wilson. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Scott Wilson, the guy who I introduced you to. You talked to him about some stuff.
No, I remember him. I definitely remember him. He actually helped me out.
Yeah, and then I remembered Scott also does producing and said, "Thanks a lot, Doug." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know." Yeah, but you didn't make any mistakes. You did. You work with our boy Malcolm Springer, and Malcolm's awesome at that job as well, man. Like I said,
Malcolm kicks ass.
Nashville is a nice town, man. They have those people have a lot of synergy working together, man.
It was such an experience going there and working with him and just like kind of seeing what the entire vibe was of the Nashville music industry. It was not what I expected at all, but it was awesome.
It was different.
Yeah, they're
very different.
Like I said, I find that their people are very helpful to each other, and no matter what genre they're playing in, so It's pretty cool to see that.
I've noticed that too.
Well, when we will pimp your dates out on our site, and we would encourage everybody to go to Lucid Illusions.
Go see some live music.
Yeah, go see some live music,
Yeah.
man.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're pushing live
Trust me,
music,
it's
man.
better live.
Get your ass out there.
That's right. $10, $20, whatever it is.
You can't beat it, man.
You can't beat that form of entertainment. And you will see that all these bands, almost every band will give you a cover of something. So you get a little cover in there, but man, you get some original music. Like I said, you will find this will be your jam. This will be when you go to work out, go to bike, whatever it is. I want to hear that song, and you will get that from these bands. So please check them out. Like I said, they're on every music platform. You can find Lucid Illusions anywhere, and they're a 3-piece band out of Houston, Texas. And guys, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us, man.
All right,
It's
and
our pleasure. Yeah, thank you.
and our condolences on Donovan, R.I.P. Oh wait, he's not dead. He's just he's under
might
the.
as well
Trying to
be.
kill off.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, he's under the weather. He's not feeling so hot.
Yeah.
He was trying to spare everybody because apparently he sounds like this or something. I don't know.
Nasally. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not doing so hot.
You
He's
sh-
apparently got his head under a blanket. And
Yeah. Good.
You should have brought him over here in studio with Rob, then sat him right next to him. Then.
Oh, I'm sure that would have been great.
Yeah.
Put him in Rob's lap.
Yeah. No, thank you.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week. And this is the Nonsense Chronicles. Please like and
And-
subscribe.
That's right. Later.
Do it.